Hello everybody, it's me Scooter. I just got in about 20 or 30 minutes ago and we had, as you can see, my hand is no longer swung up. I can actually see my bones again. Thank you God. Um, we made another video on my car but it was dark, so we sort of ain't gonna use it. We're just gonna delete it and we're just gonna tell you what we did today. Um, I went into work at the 5 days, had to be there at 6 o'clock this morning. Well, guess what? I get ready, I get all the outside done, and my boss says, Scooter, and I'm getting ready, I pull out the pressure washer, I have it all hooked up, ready to go, and I switched that baby to on, had the switch on to on, had the water on, had everything ready to go right. I go to grab the cord, and I'm yanking and yanking and yanking, and after about usually the pressure washer is usually good. It cranks up after about the third or fourth time pulling the cord. Usually it's the third time. Well, today it did not happen at all, and pretty much my boss says, take the spark plug out, clean it, put it back in, and see if it cranks up. Okay, everybody. Where I work, now if you've never changed a spark plug in your whole life, everybody knows that you have to have a deep impact socket or a deep socket to change a spark plug. And we did not have one at work. So I came home, I got a spark plug, not the spark plug. I got what I needed. I got the impact, and I said, oh, I'll just stick it on the impact, my dad's impact, and I'll go and I'll take it off, and I would, go run down to the store real quick, get one, and then put it back in and see if it made it work. But I put it in there, and I didn't have an extension thing, so that was a problem. I couldn't find an extension to work on my dad's little thing, so I stuck the thing on it, and then I stuck it, but it wouldn't go all the way in. So that was the first problem we had. So there was nothing I could do. So I said, okay, I'm gonna go home, and this day won't be a total loss. I said I can go home, get the tools that I need to fix the pressure washer when I get off, clean it, so I'm at Autobahn, and I'm sitting there worrying about getting this damn pressure washer fixed, so I really wasn't too worried about talking to nobody. So I get off there, they send me home because they said, oh, Scooter, it's going on 10, and I get off at 11, y'all, and it got slow, because everybody was, like, we got a little busy, and I was sitting there scratching my head like, okay, and then all of a sudden it just like, because it's supposed to rain tonight. Nobody knew what time it was going to start, so everybody piled in there at once. So if it did rain later on, then, whatever the case might be. So anyway, they send me home, so I'm like, okay, I'm going to go. And I said, well, if you send me home, all I'm going to do is go to my other job and work on the pressure washer, and then, so anyway, I got my tools, I go walking in there, and I get the spark plug off, I put the one in there, put the extension, get a socket wrench, and I'm sitting there socketing that thing, and it comes off, and I dipped it in some gasoline and washed it off, and wiped it down with a rag to get whatever off, and I did the inside too, and of the where you plug that thing in, spark plugged a little round ball in, and it didn't matter. So naturally, I texted my boss and I said, hey, I cleaned it, I did what you wanted me to do, And the only thing I can tell you is I can go when I get off work at 3, run up to Advanced Auto, get a spark plug like this, maybe $3 or $4 at most, put that booger in, plug it into the spark plug wire, and hope that it fires up. That's what I pretty much told him. Now, as far as my arm goes, come here, Mr. Laptop. Hold on, I got better idea. Come here. See that? Hold on. I'm trying to get it. This is not okay. Okay. That's what we got now. I took a bath and the scab came off. I put a band-aid on it earlier, and when I was at work it came off, and I guess the scab came off, and that there was some dead skin, so I just tore it off. I'm gonna put a band-aid over it, and but yeah, that's what my arm looks like. And now I'm stretching it. See that? Before my arm was like that. It's in a straight line now. See? Before my arm, it was crooked like that because it had so much pressure on it from where that booger bit me. But now it's going straight. My hand, how many of y'all remember my hand? You couldn't even see my bones. Well, that is not a thing anymore. It is, you can see my bones now in my hand. And so my hand's doing good. I'm gonna put a band-aid in it as soon as I wrap it. I'm gonna take my medicine, I'm gonna throw a band-aid on that booger, and I'm gonna keep it covered up and protected so that no germs can get in there and infect it, because there is a big hole there. But see? But this morning I had my long johns on, and I looked down and I saw a spot where it was draining, and I saw where it was draining. So I was in the women's bathroom cleaning it, so I took my fingers and I just pushed around the whole thing like that, like I'm doing now, and it all just came out. And after I did that, I was able to my arm felt so much better, and I was at like 200 miles an hour again. So I'm still going to keep my medicine. Like I said, I still got to keep taking this medicine until this thing is absolutely gone. And if you ever get, and like the doctor told me, whenever you get bit by a spider, you don't know it until you see the marks, or you see this swollenness like I'm going through right now, because he said you cannot feel a spider bite. It don't matter how big, how small the spider is. But he said to keep from getting bit, if you see a spider, immediately grab spray and kill. So that's where we are as far as my arm goes. Now, let me move this back a little bit. But yeah, that's where we're at. And tomorrow, this is my gift card at the Pump Fund Days. I gotta activate it. I don't know how much is on it, but you can only spend it in the store. And I got my other job gave me something. I haven't looked at it yet. It's still in the Tahoe. I can't even remember how much it was, but it doesn't matter. I'm just thankful to get something during the holidays. You know, I don't want to be like Chevy Chase and get the Jelly of a Month Club that's the gift that keeps on giving all year round. Um, I rather get something like this so that I can activate it, and if let's say I need gas one day, I keep it hid until that day, and then I use it. Cause that's you know I'll just say, hey, fill me up, and like I said, it's based on how many years you've been there, so that's how much they determine how much to give you. But yeah. But yeah, we just got in, and I'm about to go take my medicine, put a band-aid on, and you're probably thinking, Scooter, when are you gonna do the ho pay-per-view? We're not. We're not gonna even worry about doing it. Our next pay-per-view will be Silent Night, and that will be when we can do it because the weather's acting screwy again, and it was raining earlier, so that's really the only thing I can tell you. And everybody on that bombshell of me not knowing when, we will tell you in other videos when, but we're trying to wait next for our next stuffed animal to get here so that we can have some idea, because we really want him in it. But everybody on that bombshell, I'm going to lay down. I got to get up at 5 and be at work at 6, and I got to work at 6 to 3, and then the minute 3 o'clock hits, I have to jump in the Tahoe, go to Advance Auto McCalla, get back, screw that thing in, plug it in, and hoping God it fires up. I mean, Monday I won't. I mean, I still won't be able to pressure wash, but that'll give somebody else a chance to pressure wash something else on the store, because usually on Tuesday and Wednesdays I'm off, and I doubt he's gonna want me to stay late. But everybody, until our next video, stay safe, and I hope y'all are having a good Merry Christmas, and don't go into debt, y'all, this Christmas. If you can't afford to buy somebody something, just tell them, buy them a $20 all-you-can-eat card. Go to Walmart and buy them a $20 card somewhere to eat. I don't know, Applebee's, Logan's, McDonald's, Hardee's, Arby's. Just buy them a $20 food card and say, hey, here you go. Or give them a Walmart $20 gift card. And say, hey, that's all I can afford. And on that bombshell, good night.